Hello, you're watching Hornbill TV's Northeast Express. Tura witnessed a massive protest rally on Thursday as employees of the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council GHADC, supported by the student bodies, social organization and civil society groups, took to the streets demanding clearance of the 44 months of pending salaries. Shops across the town remained closed during the time of the rally, while protesters marched through the main routes, beginning and ending at William Point. The GHADC Executive Committee had earlier offered a release to 5 months' dues and resume regular salaries from November, but the employees rejected the proposal, insisting on full payment. Chief Minister Konrad K. Sangma's assurance of the state intervention conditional on financial reforms within the council further fueled discontent, with the social groups accusing the government of encroaching on the council's autonomy, plus the crisis into a deadlock.
District Council go! District Council go! Attack Assam! Attack Assam!
The Goods and Services Tax (GST) cut on large televisions from 28% to 18% is expected to bring relief to consumers and boost sales, but the Guwahati's TV retailers are facing a slowdown as customers postpone purchases until the new rates takes effect on September 22. Shops selling premium TVs in the city have reported a sharp decline in the footfall, with buyers preferring to wait for lower prices during the festive season. Narendra Soni, owner of the LG Best Shop in Chanmari, expressed certain concern, saying customers are waiting until September 22 to buy, and this has stalled the market completely. With Durga Puja and Diwali approaching, the slowdown is worrying for the retailers. GST changes should be implemented immediately, otherwise business suffers. While electronics retailers struggle, the transport and tourism sector in Guwahati is anticipating the growth from the same GST reform. Deepak Kamal Gogoi, proprietor of Jumbo Safari Tourist and Travels, highlighted the positives and said the GST cuts will help transport operators, especially those with small cars, as costs are coming down. Fleet expansion will become easier, and this will encourage growth in the travel and tourism. However, clarity is still needed on the bigger vehicles above 1,500 cc, where taxes may remain as high as 40 to 48%.
government decision to cut GST from 28% to 18% is welcome relief for consumers. However, since the change will only take effect from 22nd September, the market has already slowed down. Customers are holding back purchases until the revised rate kicks in, which may dampen the momentum of the upcoming festive season. Actually, ये काम अच्छा ही किया है, लेकिन इम्प्लीमेंट ये बहुत लेट किया है आफ्टर 19 डेज. तो इसका क्या रीज़न है वो तो गवर्नमेंट को ही पता होगा, लेकिन अभी फेस्टिवल्स आ रहे हैं सामने में, तो मार्केट में इसका बहुत नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट हो रहा है, क्योंकि कस्टमर सारा रुक गया है. कंज्यूमर्स अभी कोई सामान नहीं ले रहा है, बोल रहे हैं कि मैं 22 तारीख के बाद ही लूँगा. यही मैं बोलना चाहूँगा कि ऐसी कोई भी अगर जीएसटी में अगर कोई चेंजेस होता है तो उसका इम्प्लीमेंट इमीडिएटली होना चाहिए, ताकि क्या है कि ट्रेड में ये इफेक्ट नहीं आए. अभी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स ट्रेड में ये 28% का जो भी हमारा प्रोडक्ट्स है, इसमें बहुत इफेक्ट आने वाला है, क्योंकि ये कोई भी कंज्यूमर अभी नहीं लेगा. ये ऑलरेडी देखिए मार्केट तो वैसे भी बहुत ही स्लो ही चल रहा था. हम लोग सोच रहे थे कि फेस्टिवल्स में अच्छा माल बिकेगा, सामने दुर्गा पूजा है, दिवाली है, तो ये सोच रहे थे कि अभी अच्छा मार्केट होगा, लेकिन लग रहा है कि अभी फिर ये जीएसटी के लिए कंज्यूमर पूरा रुक गया है. तो अभी पता नहीं क्या होगा, देखिए समय बताएगा. लेकिन ये 22 तारीख को इम्प्लीमेंट करना, इतना लंबा समय लेना, ये बहुत दुर्भाग्य की बात है हम लोगों के लिए. ये मतलब अच्छा नहीं हुआ है ट्रेड के लिए.
देखिए, ये जो जीएसटी का रिफॉर्मेशन आया है, इसका दो इम्पैक्ट रहेगा, पॉजिटिव भी रहेगा, नेगेटिव भी रहेगा. फिलहाल तो हम लोग ये कर रहे हैं कि जो भी पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट आ रहा है, इसमें जो पॉजिटिव इन्फॉर्मेशन है उसको हम साथ लेके आगे बढ़ेंगे. और प्लस जो ट्रांसपोर्ट सेक्टर्स में जो भी काम कर रहे हैं, बड़ा गाड़ी का हो या छोटा गाड़ी का, दोनों में इम्पैक्ट आएगा. प्लस जो भी ट्रैवल एंड टूरिज्म इंडस्ट्री में जो इम्पैक्ट आ रहा है फिलहाल इस जीएसटी रिफॉर्मेशन से, तो इसमें क्या है, जो भी फ्लीट ओनर्स है, छोटा गाड़ी है जिसके पास, वो लोग ज़्यादा गाड़ी खरीदने के लिए उन लोगों के प्लस अभी फंड होंगे, क्योंकि जीएसटी का थोड़ा रिलैक्सेशन आया है, जो कि 28% था और अभी 18% हो गया है. प्लस जो कंज्यूमेबल्स है, ऑटो कंज्यूमेबल्स, उसमें भी हम लोगों को थोड़ा छूट मिल रहा है जीएसटी का, तो लगभग 10% का डिफरेंस तो हम लोग का आ रहा है. तो उसके हिसाब से हम लोग यही फोकस कर रहे हैं कि जो भी हम लोगों का फ्लीट एक्सपांशन में जो काम है, आगे का जो प्लानिंग्स है, जो हम लोग का ट्रांसपोर्ट जो भी है ऑल ओवर इंडिया में, वो लोग आपका बिजनेस, हम लोगों का बिजनेस बढ़ा सकते हैं. हम लोग भी एक्सपांड करने के लिए ईजी होगा हम लोगों का. और जो भी बड़ा व्हीकल्स है, मतलब 1500 सीसी के ऊपर, उसका टैक्स का अभी भी कोई ऐसा क्लियरिटी आया नहीं है कि 40 होगा, ये 48% होगा. उसके लिए थोड़ा इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा जो भी बड़ा गाड़ी में काम करते, क्योंकि उसका कॉस्टिंग हाई होते जा रहे हैं. बाकी जो रेगुलर छोटा गाड़ी है, उन लोगों का तो पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट ही आएगा उस इंडस्ट्री में.
6 persons, including 5 militants belonging to the 3 proscribed outfits, were arrested from Imphal West and Imphal East districts for alleged involvement in extortion activities from the general public, police said on Thursday. All the arrests were made on Wednesday. 2 active cadres of the Ban Kangle Pak Communist Party People's War Group were residents of the locality of their residence at Laikren Kabi village in Imphal West district. They are Yomnam Surchandra Singh, 35, and Yoro Rongbam Tomba Meiti, 29. Also, one active cadre of the proscribed People's Liberation Army (PLA) was arrested from the locality of these residents of the Basking Kong in the Imphal East district. He has been identified at Kang Gujam Nongkai Maikomba, Maitei 50, and was involved in extortion from public and local businessmen, schools and colleges in Bishnupur district, while the 2 cadres of the KCP city Maitei were arrested from the Laireng Kabi in Imphal West and the Sakka in Imphal East district. In a significant decision, the Kuki-Zo Council on Thursday decided to open National Highway 2 for the free movement of the commuters and essential goods in Manipur. The move follows a series of meetings in New Delhi over the past few days between officials of the Ministry of Home Affairs (MHA) and a delegation of Kuki-Zo Council. The discussions were aimed at addressing the prolonged blockage that had disrupted the movement of goods and vehicles, causing hardships to the residents across the state. NH2, a crucial lifeline connecting Manipur and Nagaland and other parts of the northeast, had been blocked amid the ethnic tensions that erupted in the state in May 2023. The conflict primarily between the Meitei and Kuki-Zo communities had led to widespread violence, loss of life, displacement of thousands and deepening humanitarian crisis. The reopening of the highway is seen as a confidence-building measure and a step towards restoring normalcy in the violence-affected state. Officials in both Imphal and New Delhi believe easing access to the essential commodities will help reduce the hardships faced by the displaced families and civilians living in the relief camps. Side by side, the MHA further said tripartite meeting among the representatives of the MHA government of Manipur and Kuki national organizations and United People's Front was held at New Delhi. Opposition parties in Assam have strongly criticized the BJP-led governments at the centre and in the state over the recent order allowing non-Muslims from Afghanistan, Bangladesh and Pakistan to stay in India without valid documents if they entered the country till 2024. The Citizenship Amendment Act 2019 CAA provides a pathway to Indian citizenship for Hindus, Jains, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists and Parsis from the three neighbouring countries who arrived on or before December 31, 2014 after residing in India for 5 years. However, the September 1st notification extended the cutoff by a decade, enabling immigrants to remain in the country until 2024. The Assam Jatiya Parishad, AGP, Congress, Aam Aadmi Party and CPIM termed the move as a direct violation of the Assam Accord, which had fixed March 25, 1971 as the cut-off date for identifying and deporting illegal immigrants. Congress Legislative Party CLP leader Debra Batra Saikia strongly criticized the centre's recent immigration order, calling it unconstitutional and a direct violation of the Assam Accord. The United Naga Council UNC has announced a trade embargo in Naga areas under its jurisdiction effective from the midnight on September 8, 2025 until further notice. This decision follows the failure of the talk between the UNC-led Naga organizations and the Government of India on the issues of surrounding the Free Movement Regime FMR and the border fencing along the Indo-Myanmar border on August 26 in Delhi. The announcement was made by the President of UNC, NG Lurgo. He further stated that despite the Naga people peacefully expressing their opposition to the FMR and bordering fencing construction through various democratic means since January 19, 2024, the government's indifference warrants a stronger protest. The UNC emphasized that the Naga people's stance against scrapping FMR and border fencing construction remains firm as these measures threaten their homeland, identity and inherent rights over the land, stating the decision to enforce trade embargo was taken during the Presidential Council meeting held on August 11, 2025. The UNC sought cooperation from all the Naga people and the public of the state. Mention may be made here that the 11-member Naga team had held a talk with 8-member Government of India representative at 20 Subramaniam Bharati Mark near Naviyug School Parada in Park in New Delhi on August 26, but it ended in a deadlock. According to the UNC leaders regarding the August 26 talk, they had told the Government of India representatives that whatever may be the case, if the dialogue was to continue, the ongoing construction works of the border fencing should be kept on hold.
Since day one from the signing of Indo-Burma border agreement, the Naga people stiffly opposed against this agreement that was means to sweat the political expediency of the Indian state. The artificial imaginary line was drawn along the Naga's land without the informed consent of the villagers. and scrapping of FMR has further severed social and cultural ties of the Nanga people living along the Indo-Burma areas, borders. To this end, we have submitted series of memorandum to the Government of India, to the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Honorable Home Minister of India, Governor of Manipur, and Chief Minister of Manipur as well on different occasions. Although we were also engaged in talk with the Ministry of Home Affairs in Delhi on 26 August 2025, there was no breakthrough in the talk because Government of India is more interested and more concerned on international border issue. They are not willing to address the grievances and sentiment of the people. They don't bother about the indigenous traditional rights of the Nanga people. Therefore, as decided during UNC Presidential Council meeting, and after the fallout of the talk in Delhi, we have decided to announce that the trade embargo shall be enforced in all Naga inhabited areas with effect from the midnight of 8 September 2025 until further notification. So the UNC appealed to all the Nagas to extend their utmost cooperation in the fight for a dignified future. We also sincerely appeal to other communities living together to kindly bear with us during this hard time, because we were left with no other options than to go for agitation.